Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, hump day. Woo, woo, August 24th. This is a look at our markets. We are looking here at the S&P futures, and you can see here, we've talked about this, I don't know how many times. The 34, it was such a big deal, such a resistance all the way through back here, all the way into April. Started using it as resistance. We'd close over the top, slam down, right? Couldn't get over, moved up, and then we started using it as some support. So as of right now, we are now looking at it as support until it proves us otherwise. And it looks like here we are simply bouncing that 34. Now yesterday on this candle, we had a little bit lower volume. So this is the ES candle, but check out this SPY candle, right? So we dropped off here. Look at the amount of selling inside these last 3 days. Lots of selling. So down here, this is overall volume, but what it is also, the green red is telling you how much buying and selling is inside of each of those candles. And you may say, well, why is that important? Well, when you look at some of these candles, you can say, well, the candle's red, but oh, there's decent buying inside of it. It does happen. And so it's nice to be able to look in and see, okay, how much buying and selling? Yesterday, if you looked at the tick, you could see that it was just this very methodical selling, and we flipped around quite a bit during the day, but selling was the order of the day. Came right back down to our trend line here, and this is an hourly trend line. I know it looks super short, hourly trend line here. This one is as well. This is an hourly, but look how it hits the daily. So this is kind of our new channel. It looks like an ascending wedge, and the ascending wedge is actually a very bullish look, but we have not yet confirmed it. So, but this could, again, we're going back to, is this a big head and shoulders setting up? Could be, we don't know yet. Or is it a possibility, and this is the, a daily head and shoulders, or is this something bigger? Is this part of a bigger inverse head and shoulders, right? Or is it part of a bigger head and shoulder, right? So we have all these possibilities. So keep your mind open to any of those potential outcomes, but at least for the near term, maybe a little bit of a bounce here, which would set up that head and shoulders, a bearish look. Okay. Sorry for the yawn. Let's look at oil. It is bumping up here to the 200. Energy in general is performing fairly well, and not just oil, but we're looking at gas now too. So if you look at something like XOP today, this, yesterday it gave us a bit of a sell signal with that super long wick, but come back and take a look at this. This, because of the gas side of it, coming into colder temperatures, and Europe. The oil, I will take a look at XOP here as we move along in the day. I am in XOM this morning. Look at this. This is kind of like a nice little triple top-ish area. We have a little bit of a gap up here that we are reaching for. I like the look and the feel of that gap. I sold half yesterday. If we get into this gap here, I will then maybe add on and add that half back if we get the continuation in oil. Okay, so what am I watching today? Well, let's stick with this theme. Devon Energy. Yes, Devon Energy did put in this wick here, but we have a little bit of a gap right here. Or maybe we did fill it. We may have just filled it. There might be like a penny left in there. But we have this gap sitting right here. Like the look into this gap. So that's what we're playing for. And again, nice strong sector. I like, these are all in October, so 1021s. I like the 71 call, entry around 70.88 or an opening range break. Going to stop that at 69.80. My targets are 72.46 and then 76.23. ENVX. Not played this one, but it kind of snuck onto the radar as it came up over. I scan for stocks over $15 typically, so it didn't even hit my radar until we made this gap and pushed up. If we draw this out, it is a great big bull flag setup. potentially, right? Looks like. Or if we look a little bit shorter, just a few days, it may end up being a breakdown. But I like the overall look at it of this, and we're going to give it a shot. It started building some options volume. So the NVAX 25 call, entry around 2170, stop at 2020. I know that's pretty tight, but we have the 3 pulling back away. Nice long tail on that candle, and we are testing a monthly pivot. My targets are 25 and then 2609. We'll see how this one trades. And you know, we can't have a day without a little Apple. Looking at Apple here, yes, longer term, we talked about this, looks like a great big bull flag setup. Came back here, tested the 20, needs to hold that 20 for this to be in play, and then a reversal to come up back up and test the gap. So I like the Apple 170 call, 168.71, close it if it looks to close below the 20 moving average. So several other in energy, you can look at VLO. Oxy, of course, is beautiful. That one paid out beautifully. So I still like the look in all of these. A few basic materials looking good. Look at LAC. Oh, I'm sorry, AA, LAC. LTHM, looking pretty spiffy as well. So take a look at those. And AMD. So I know this looks kind of messy. It looked like it wanted to push up above that 34. So come back and take a little look at this and see if we can push back up above that. Just for a day trade into this this area here of resistance. This is the point of control. Sorry. So it's a an area of incredibly high volume. So this point of control area sitting right along the fib line. See if we get a nice little reversal on this. Again, kind of a longer look. If you look at it like a big bull flag. In AMD semis, overall have been a little bit rough. We do have Nvidia reporting after the bell, which is why I do believe that a day trade in semis only. But look at Nvidia, came in, held the 50, pushed through, came back, came right back up through it, held it. So we'll see if this is a, we keep pushing through this to push down, and we'll see what those earnings say after the bell. But take a look at those semis going into the Nvidia earnings tonight. Okay, and can't not talk about Tesla. The Musk Twitter controversy continues, but Tesla actually performing very well here. Really nice day yesterday, and it splits this week, so keep a watch. We might get some pretty frisky price action here going into that split. All right, that is it for me here this morning. If you have any questions, Heather C. at GivingTreeTrading.com.